Hi everyone, I'm Christine and today's video is for teachers, dance teachers, tutors, yoga instructors, music instructors, anyone out there who has a business providing in-person classes and can no longer conduct classes in person due to shelter-in-place or quarantine orders. In this video series, I'll be going over some of the options that you have for teaching your classes online, both live and recorded, and also for protecting your content. And I also know that privacy is a big concern because I know that a lot of you work with minors and you do want to be able to interact with your students, but without having to expose your lessons and your students to the entire world. So as far as conducting classes online, you can either do them live or recorded. Most of the teachers that I've spoken with want both options, but it is helpful for me to know what you guys on YouTube want so that I can help you find solutions that will fit your needs. So let me know down in the comments section which you would prefer. And as far as protecting your content, are you looking to keep your content private so that only your paid students can access your lessons? Or are you okay with making your lessons public? Again, let me know down in the comments section. Most of the teachers that I've already spoken with want their classes private, but I'd like to know what your thoughts are. So really quickly, I just want to introduce myself and tell you a bit about my background. I've been doing online marketing and web design as a hobby for several years. I've worked in graphics and themed entertainment for over a decade. I'm currently working on my own online courses, which is why I know so much about teaching online. All right, so let's dive in. If you're looking for easy solutions, by far, at least in my opinion, I think that the easiest thing you can do is to create a Facebook page and teach via live video on your Facebook page. And if you have a business that involves multiple teachers, for example, if you own a dance studio and your classes are taught by multiple people, you can actually add your teachers as admins on your Facebook page so then they can go live on your business Facebook page as well. The live videos will then become a part of your video archive on your Facebook page, and then your students can access the recordings at any time at a later date. And you don't have to do live videos. If you want to record your lessons and then post them on your Facebook page later, you can do that too. Now, the downside to this is that everything is public. At least that's my understanding at this moment in time. If I'm wrong, be sure to let me know down in the comments, but let's assume that I'm right. Being that everything is public, the content that you're teaching is going to be out there for anyone to see. So yes, even people who have not paid for classes will get to take your class. The upside is that if you're trying to expand your business, this is a really great way to expand your social reach because Facebook really likes it when you do live video. When you go live, Facebook will most likely show your content higher in your fans' news feeds, and they draw attention to live videos by adding the word live in red. Now, what about if you want something that's easy but also private? In that case, you might want to think about creating a Facebook group. And you can do this. Let's say that you have a dance studio, you can do this for your entire studio, so one group for your entire studio, or you can create a private Facebook group for each class. It's a little bit more work, but then it sort of prevents confusion between classes. And then you can go live, or you can post recorded videos in that group, and as long as your group is private, only those that belong to your group will be able to see your videos. For live videos, after each session, the video will become part of your group's video archive, so then your students can view them at a later date, or of course you can delete them if you want. So if you're thinking that you want to offer live classes, you want recordings to be available afterwards, and you're concerned about privacy, I actually think creating a Facebook group is a pretty decent solution. Facebook groups are also pretty community oriented, so you can post questions and interact with your students. If your students have any questions, they can post them on the group page, and then other students can answer without you having to do more work. With Facebook groups, you do have to watch out for a couple of things. First, Any group member can also post photos, videos, and they can also do live videos. So if you don't want your members doing that, just be sure to let them know. And second, remember that Facebook has the right to terminate any account at any time. And while it is unlikely that they will shut down your account for posting something benign, especially like yoga classes or math tutorials, I wouldn't recommend using Facebook groups as your main teaching platform long term. I tend to think that it's a good, easy, temporary solution while the quarantine is going on. If you want to make online classes a permanent part of your business, then I highly recommend investing in an actual teaching platform that you are in control of. And I'll get into that in later videos. Now, what equipment do you need to do live videos on Facebook? Well, if you have a smartphone, you can simply download the Facebook app and go live via the app. If you have a laptop with a camera, you can just log into Facebook and then go live straight from your laptop. Finally, the third easy solution that I have for you is YouTube Live. Now, we all know that we can upload recorded videos to YouTube, but I know that some teachers out there really want to do live teaching sessions. So with YouTube Live, it's pretty much just like Facebook Live. You can live stream your lessons, and then when the lesson is over, the video will become a part of your video archive if it's a public video, or you can delete it if you want. But what's different about YouTube, at least in my opinion, is that it's a little bit easier to share a link to your live stream with your students if that's how you want your students to access your video. So if you've ever created a YouTube video, you'll know that YouTube gives you 3 different privacy options. You've got public, which is just completely public. You've got unlisted, which means that anyone with the link can watch the video. And private, which means that no one else but you will be able to see the video. And so live videos have those same 3 options. When you're finished with your live stream, the privacy setting will stay with that video. So as you're getting ready to go live, at least on a computer, I'm not completely sure about going live on a mobile device, but I know that on a computer, YouTube will give you the option to select your privacy settings. So let's say that you want to share your live stream with your students via email, you can simply email them that link, or you can text it, or you can post it on your website, etc. Just remember that anyone who has the link can watch your video if you've chosen to do the unlisted privacy setting. To go live on YouTube, all you need is a smartphone with the YouTube app installed. You can also use a computer with a webcam. The difference between doing Facebook Live from within a Facebook group and using YouTube Live is that within a Facebook group, you get more of a community feel because the group members can post photos, they can start conversations, and your students can also easily access past videos by just going to the video tab from within the group. YouTube used to have a groups feature, but it was discontinued several years ago. With YouTube, whether you do live or recorded videos, your students don't really have a place to meet virtually and then ask each other questions other than the comment section of your video. Now, one thing I want to mention is that with everything that I've mentioned so far, you as a teacher won't be able to see your students. They'll be able to leave comments, but as far as video interaction, it's more of like your content goes from you out to them, and your students can just type in comments if they want to interact. If you're looking for a solution that's more of a two-way street where everyone can see everyone else who's participating in the lesson, that's going to be coming up in my next video. Now, if you recall, online marketing is a hobby of mine, so I'm always really interested in how people might be able to use these tools and strategies to grow their business and to build some buzz around what they're selling. So there's 2 strategies that I think you can use. Number 1 is to schedule your live streams. Both Facebook and YouTube allow you to schedule your live streams so that you can share an announcement with your followers and let them know that a live stream is coming, and then hopefully your attendance rate will be higher because they've known about it in advance. It'll also help your brand look more organized, like you've got a handle on all this online stuff. Number 2 is to post all of the info related to your online classes on your website. If you want to grow your business, one of the best things you can do is to make sure that your business ranks #1 on Google for your desired search term. For example, if you have a dance studio in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when Tulsa residents are looking for a dance studio for their kids, they're probably going to Google something like Tulsa Dance Studio, and then Google will return a list of results. You want to be #1 on that list. Now, Google has their own secret algorithm for how they determine ranking, but we know that website traffic is definitely one of those factors that makes a huge difference. So, even if you decide to hold your online classes in a private Facebook group, what I recommend is making all announcements related to your online classes and posting links to your streaming videos on your website. Reinforce the idea that your website is the central hub of all things related to your business so that people will visit your website before going to Facebook, before going to YouTube, or wherever you decide to post your lessons. And that will help your Google ranking, in turn bringing in more business down the line. Alrighty, so that's it for today's video. In the next few videos, I'll be going over even more options for teaching your classes online, things like Zoom, Teachable, and more. If you have any questions or suggestions, be sure to leave those down in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. I guess I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.